Good morning. I'm Diane Wilson. We've been asked to do a short video on the AC. AC, we're going to talk about air conditioning?
No, Diane. AC stands for Annual Conference.
Oh, right. AC, the Annual Conference of the United Methodist Church. I just attended the annual conference in June along with others from our congregation. 3 other lay delegates, 2 young adult representatives, our 3 pastors, and our deaconess Joy Hayek. And let me tell you, speaking of air conditioning, it was running really well at the conference center. Well, what exactly is our annual conference? Well, it is a yearly gathering of clergy and lay delegates throughout the northern Illinois area. Our bishop described an annual conference as part board meeting and part revival service. It is a time to come together to share the issues and challenges that face us, to learn, discern, to give thanks, and to celebrate. What happens there? Glad you asked. Kathy, Doug, Daniel, Anna, and Harold will each give you a little slice of their experience. Kathy?
Romans chapter 12, verses 4 through 6 tells us, "For just as each of us has one body with many members, and these members do not all have the same function, so in Christ we, though many, form one body, and each member belongs to all the others. We have different gifts according to the grace given to each of us." What a blessing it was to meet so many new friends in Christ, sharing how we're all using our special gifts to work as the hands and feet of Jesus. As we met new friends, we had many opportunities to share how our home churches were spreading God's love and learn more about resources we could access to strengthen those works. I'd love to share more information with you about the Conference Commission on Religion and Race, Creative Care, and Rockford Urban Ministries. Doug?
Worship and celebration were daily parts of the conference. Attending each with all of those gathered was meaningful to me. There were many great speakers, including our own Bishop Shireen. The conference theme of Grace is Sufficient was emphasized throughout. The first worship service was a celebration of ministry. It included ordination and commissioning of several candidates. A memorial service honored past and present conference clergy and spouses that had passed away in the prior year. On the final day, a retirement service was held. Retiring pastors in the conference were honored. Daniel and Anna, as young adult representatives for the district, this was your first annual conference, right?
Yes, my first time at the church conference, and there was a lot to observe and to take in. It wasn't quite what I was expecting in some aspects, but in others it was. There was a lot of things that weren't super interesting, but that still needed to be reported on. One thing that I would like to see for the annual church conference is for it to be made more accessible for people to attend, to make it more possible for people to speak their opinions. Anna?
It was interesting to learn more about the United Methodist Church and how they do things. What I really liked was how welcoming and engaging people were. I appreciated being able to be a part of it and connecting with people that I never thought I would. It was nice to gather with those who I already knew, but also having the opportunity to meet new people as well. In my lunch session, one of the things that stood out to me most was that one of the pastors who spoke was telling us about how he helps people overcome addictions, giving them a safe space to be open and vulnerable about things that they're struggling with. It was very inspiring and eye-opening to me. It inspires me to always be open to hearing people's stories and struggles that they're going through and walking with them in faith and love. Now here's Harold Sweeney to talk about legislation.
Legislation is most likely to come to mind when you think of annual conference. This year, there were 4 amendments to the Book of Discipline to be voted upon. These amendments were approved by the General Conference last year and were presented to all annual conferences worldwide for their vote. Approval of the amendments requires 2/3 vote of the members of all annual conferences worldwide. The results of voting are expected to be announced in September. Additionally, there were 15 items of legislation brought before the conference. Legislative issues included approval of special collection Sundays for 2026, the approval of closing 2 worship centers, and a new formula for apportionments. Following today's 10 o'clock service, you are encouraged to join us and the pastors for an annual conference information and question and answer session. I encourage you to plan to attend the meeting, but if you cannot, it will be live streamed and posted on our website in the future. In addition, look for a more detailed article in the August Flame. Thank you.